Hello, statistics and pre-calculus. In this first video on 12.1, we're just going to do an overview of arithmetic sequences, make sure everybody's on the same page with what they are and how we write them in formula form. So, as you guys probably remember, arithmetic sequences is just a sequence of numbers in which each number is the previous term in the sequence plus some constant number, right? So if we think about the sequence 2, 4, 6, 8, we are basically adding 2 each time. So each time we go from 2 to 4, we add 2 to 2 to get 4, then we add 2 to 4 to get 6, and so on and so forth. Now, in mathematical terms, this 2 that we keep adding is what we call our common difference, and that is signified by the letter D. So, again, in our example, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. So our D is positive 2, right? So, you've been doing this really a long time. Your brain naturally recognizes patterns in numbers like this. I'm sure as soon as I said 2, 4, 6, 8, each and every one of you knew exactly what our D was, whether or not you thought of it in those terms or not. So, there are also 2 ways to write the formula of an arithmetic sequence. The first one is the explicit formula, which is a little bit more straightforward and easy to understand at first. So that's this guy here. A of n equals A of 1 plus D times n minus 1. Right. So, this means that we take our A of 1, so this signifies the first term in our sequence, and we add it to D, which again is our common difference, times whatever is the next term in the sequence, right? Or whatever is the number term you're interested in minus 1. Sorry. So, for example, in our formula here, we would have A of n equals A of 1, so our first term is 2, so that goes here, plus D, now we've already decided the common difference is 2 because we're adding 2 each time, so plus D, or plus 2, times n minus 1. So, the way we would use this to find a term is by actually plugging in the number n. So what's n? It's whatever the term number that you're interested in. So say we want to know what the 5th term of the sequence is. Right now we have 4 numbers. Now, we can all look at this and tell that the 5th number is going to be 10, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But does our explicit formula also get 10? Let's see. So, here we would write A of 5, right? Because we're trying to find the 5th term in our sequence. And then we just plug in our numbers. So, equals 2 plus 2 times, we've said here that n equals 5 because we're interested in the 5th term. So, 5 minus 1. Now, we go equals 2 plus 2 times 4. So finally we get 2 plus 8 equals 10. So yes, our formula is correct. We do get the 5th term in this series as 10. Sorry if you can't see that far. Let me move my face up here so that you can see that better. Right. So that's a pretty straightforward way of looking at something, but it's actually not the way our brain thinks. So if you think about it, when we looked at this formula, what we really did is said, okay, to get from 2 to 4, we added 2. And then to get from 4 to 6, we added 2. So therefore, D must be 2, right? So the way our brain works is actually recursive. So we take our first term, A of 1, which in this case is 2, and then we figure out how we get from that term to the next term to figure out each number in our series. That's what this recursive formula does. It says, first, write your first term out, whatever it is. In this case, it's 2. Then it says, for all subsequent terms, A of n, they will equal A of the previous term plus the difference. So, basically it's saying, if you want to get to A of 2, you need to find A of 1, and then add whatever your D is. So here, again, our A of 1 equals 2, our A of n equals A of n minus 1 plus 3. Oops, sorry, not 3, 2. Don't know where I got that from. So we're going to say each term at place n equals that previous term plus our D, which is 2. So if we wanted to find our second term, we would first need to know our first term, which is 2. And we would say, so our first term is 2, so the previous term is 2. And then we just need to add our common difference, which is 2, to get our next term, which will be 4. So that is how you write your two formulas. So your actual recursive formula, since this ended up being a little messy, I'll write over here. So the recursive formula for this guy is a of 1 equals 2, and a of n equals a of n minus 1 plus 2. So this is the recursive formula, both parts. And then again, the explicit formula is simply a of n equals 2 plus 2 times n minus 1. All right, so next video we'll go through these examples and then turn you out on your own to do the next page of examples.